year, 8 an undefeated record, an opportunity to cement himself as the present and future of the division. Will Johnson be able to turn the tables, or can Dawson decisively prove here are the real stars of the division? 2004, when he was the fighter of the year for his decision wins over Clinton Woods and Antonio Tarver, and his stunning knockout of Roy Jones. Tonight, fighting in Dawson's home state of Connecticut, he says, I probably need a knockout to win, to add entertainment value to his record. With preparation for tonight's rematch. Undefeated 168-pound titleist Lucian Bute, preparing for his own fight with Grado Andrade, is the lone sparring partner in camp. And round after round, Johnson and Bute work tirelessly.
Pride involved in this, so...
Mais c'est le respect qui est dans le ring, c'est pas la méchanceté.
He's very fast. He's a southpaw.
He can push another person, and I'm doing the same, and we're able to fight at a higher intensity. I'm certainly getting so much better.
For Chad Dawson, consistency and focus are the primary objectives. For trainer Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, the remedy is simple.
There we go, there we go.
Every punch counts.
Normally we fight 3.
I don't want people to just think that I'm a front runner, just win the first 6 or 7 rounds. I'm gonna show everybody that I can go a full.
Thinking about this fight,
but I'm taking this fight because I want to see where I'm at, and I want to shut Glenn Johnson up.
Wins by way of knockout from 18 wins coming by.
Up and good luck to both of you.
Although we've also seen pretty good referees up here. And jabbing, and Johnson on display from the beginning. Dawson flew through that he wants to conserve about going the distance.
Issue he has late in the fight, does he just take his foot off the gas? But here he seems...
How does he maintain his balance?
He's going to be having a typical early rounds Chad Dawson performance in the sense that he's dominating the fight. It's still early.
Just a little more.
Bears on, and Glenn Johnson continues to...
A world that's his weak point.
Good left hand in there. 15 out of 50 jabs, and that's a good way to establish.
To get in as easy as he thought. And Dawson's strategy is working better for him, and he's looking very good in that.
Power to make a guy like Glenn Johnson very tough with it.
So
yes,
it's pure.
And it seems like he's getting a little as far away as he was earlier.
Wears on.
That.
And then he not being able to adjust.
With Dawson's left hand, he has his timing very good. There it is.
More power on it, or at least
quite a while in there with Johnson,
so that he can counter with the left. A flurry of punches from Dawson. A good right hook. 8, 9. Hurls forward with a right.
Out of pressure still, and
conscious of Dawson's straight left hand.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, if he's going to use his right hand, Johnson needs to use...
No, and if he kind of applies the sort of psychological pressure that he can apply Matic to win late.
Yep.
Opponent not running away, standing in the pocket and countering.
Landing a 4-punch. To the first 2 rounds down in Florida.
Anything like it. There's no snap to that left jab shots because he's a one-handed fighter. Into right jabs, walking into straight.
He has the kind of athleticism we don't see.
Is good. And you know,
Champion just went up and beat up Andrew.
Yeah, despite his wins over Antonio Tarver, the previous win over Masadami.
It's better every day.
Jabs thrown per round in the first 3 rounds. He's not slacking off. Good would likely be scored.
Always feel they're winning unless you tell them. And very few
do.
Well, I give anxiety to him, where a lot of guys don't do it.
Dawson to go so well so far in the fight, which find the spot for the left to counter
him to good Chad Johnson. Because the first 4 rounds, that was the good as thoroughly as he might.
This Johnson a chance to win a round. Now, 6 set
to what Chad Johnson is able to. You want to see him apply that talent.
Wins this round or not, I'm very impressed with the way Johnson came out and his fought this round.
Sure that made this round what backing away. Thinks he's setting a trap for Johnson.
for landing from the punch, keep circling to do. And I spoke to Eddie last night. Eddie said, we know we got to fight. But it was what was offered in the situation made us.
To Chad Dawson's head.
And his jab, and doing so sometimes. Good right hand to the body by Glen Johnson. And was the case in round 5. Right there.
Now there's an example of Dawson. Very Cronkish technique in that.
CompuBox scored fights. Dawson
May create in the later rounds of a fight.
Be as it may, Chad Dawson easily won the first 5, even though in the 5th round, winning a fight 5 rounds to 1.
I think all 3 of them.
That round.
Right.
So you always allow for that.
That's scoring mostly upstairs in the fight.
Not a big knockout puncher, not a big ticket sell, light heavyweight, and
That the 2 goals are mutual.
he continue to do this tonight.
Heavyweight also says he would have.
Whereas in the old days, it was almost like
Pacquiao is virtually destroying the concept of weight.
And they're going to rematch soon. It urged some interesting young is about doing anything other than cleaning
Time.
You saw it moments ago.
And he's made it that way.
I think it's fought a very good fight. You know, flurries of punches just enough.
In those moments where it seems the same way, he's avoiding.
Faster than he's moving backward. If Johnson's going to follow that mantra.
There's up Johnson starts.
Your guy fighting on the outer has to work that body. But since when Johnson's giving it to him.
Being uppercut, punch at a time.
It's a dangerous punch against the guy with a good left hook.
Solid shots by Dawson. Dawson blocking our view with his back.
Right.
He's been rocked late in the fight, like for mix it up.
You're watching Chad Dawson in the black trunks.
Threw off a combination, real good stuff by the middle of the ring.
Like a basketball player.
Yep.
Our doubleheader began.
Still 89-82 Glen Johnson. I mean, it's amazing. When Chad Dawson stops him and Glen opens up like this, Chad Dawson just stands there and outfights him. No clinches in it.
Nice power puncher.
Like, for instance, Sergio Martinez. In all likelihood, Angulo is never going to fight Sergio Martinez. It's a boxing going against each other. What's happening here in this round? As in many others, don't have belts or don't care to fight for belts.
The belt that Dawson's really fighting for is recognized by Calzaghe. Took the lineals like Roy Jones is past his prime. But Chad Dawson fights. This fight look even better if Glen Johnson goes on to score some good wins.
Really something special in terms of his natural talent, speed.
Jones back in 2004. He sees himself as a guy who has never gotten proper respect. The 12 losses are 12 losses.
So far is the signature performance that Chad Dawson's been looking for. That's his best fight.
This is a very professional show.
Dawson in the boxing world has been looking for. And
perhaps from some in the crowd who want to see Dawson more aggressively try to finish
movements. You don't hit him.
thinks Yaki Lopez.
Couple good body shots.
You certainly understand Eddie Mustafa Muhammad's advice in the corner because he knew Johnson would be desperate. But you wonder if he stood his ground moments ago in the middle of the ring.
Crowd chanting. But I do hope that Connecticut football player who was murdered in honor of
and gave him a hometown advantage in Las Vegas.
It's a Marlon Starling away.
I thought he looked very good tonight.
Yes.
And still IBO light heavyweight champion of the world, Bad Chad Dawson.
we know that Dawson. You can see that